game I haven't played anyways. I haven't ever played this game. No, it's the Telltale games. I ain't surprised. It's made by Telltale Games. Is it its own original story, or does it just retell the... Does this game retell the first movie, or... Wait, select an episode? Play a video? It's about time. Get tanned. Who the heck is he? Double vision. Out time. Oh, it's a 5-part episode. Okay, that's cool. I wonder if this is the same thing like Telltale Games. Oh, The Walking Dead. Okay, it's about time is episode 1. I'm just checking which one is F. It's a rip-off of Jason Penny. Nice. That's cool. Sure, why not? Telltale Games.
Alright, I'm ready.
I have all the Telltale games.
I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm
Haven't
standing on the
played
parking
Max
lot at Twin
thing.
Pines Mall. It's a Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985.
Play most of The Walking Dead.
1:18 a.m. And this is Temple
Thrones.
Experiment number 1. Come on, Heidi. Hey,
Batman.
boy, get in there. Attaboy.
Does it take place in the movies, or does it take place somewhere else?
That's it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a
Is
good
this the
trip,
same voice actor
Einstein.
as
Watch your
Marty,
head.
or is this a different voice actor? I know it's a different voice actor for Marty, but is this the same voice as Marty, or a
You got
different
that thing
voice
hooked up
as
to the
Marty?
car?
The new voice
Watch
actor. I know it's a
this.
different voice actor,
Yeah.
but is this the same
Got
voice as the original Marty? Or not? I never watched the movies, right? All I know is it's
Not
just
me.
about
The
some
car.
stinking
The car.
time traveler who's experimenting. I don't know why he works for this guy. Is he related to something? I don't know. Is he his neighbor? I don't know.
If my calculations are
I
correct,
know he has family
when
issues,
this baby
but
hits
yeah.
88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Wait, you said shit? What's shit? Is this E or teen or M? Can't tell.
Watch this, watch this.
Probably teen. Someone for M.
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m.
Your face is messed up.
Hot Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Did we disintegrate
Where the hell are
him?
they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they?
When?
See, Einstein has just become the world's first time
What do you mean,
traveler.
when
I
you
sent
said
him
it?
into the future.
What
1
future?
minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him
Put
and
your
the
dog in the
time
time
machine.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You put your dog in a time machine and have a DeLorean?
The way I
It's
see
a
it,
mere
if you're going to build a
facial
time
features
machine into
off.
a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal.
I know they brought back the
Look
original
out!
voice actor, but it sounds like they were using clips. Is the game messed up? Okay, what have we done?
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Okay.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits.
What do you mean, you son of a bitch?
Notebook. It should be in the toolbox.
Doc! What are you talking about? Whatever, I played all of these games before. Just go. Doc needs his notebook. Oh, go, Lord. He needs his notebook. Okay. Can I run? No, I still have that stupid thing.
Notebook.
So does this follow the movies, or
Got
does
it.
it's his own thing? Well, I give it's his own
Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible.
thing. The
In
machine.
this notebook, I detail the nearly 3 decades of
you, or
scientific
what are you
breakthroughs
feeling is
necessary to build a working time machine.
Fuck
I
off,
never
Doc.
fell into the wrong
That's not how
hands.
it
The
works,
consequences could be catastrophic.
I don't know what you mean.
Let's see. Is mass equals I
isn't the way
times
it
Z,
happened.
and E
That's
equals the
not
square root of Z
We've
times
gotta
C
get
squared.
out of here.
And the flux dispersal rate is inversely proportional.
Let's get out of here.
Doc, shouldn't we get out of here before the Libyans show up?
Who? I've never watched the movie, alright? I don't even know what's going on here. What were we doing with
Doc?
the Mafia? What did we do to steal from the Mafia?
Great Scott!
What have we done?
Doc, what is it?
Why can't I see your hair?
I've made a horrible mistake.
What? What did you do? Doc, why are you fighting?
Doc! Doc, no!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back!
Doc, why are you fighting? Weren't you supposed to get shot? I know you get shot in the movie, but what
Doc!
happened? I was dreaming. Wait, have we
Marty,
not done time
is
travel?
everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was
Sounds
in the
like
past.
Tom Maguire.
Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now. Back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Who's
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late.
Doc? Do we afford the rights to, Is this the Telltale Games own series, or are we just reliving the past of one of the movies? I've never watched the movie. I think I played the Lego Dimensions game, but I don't know. Does that Lego video game give you a bonus level and show you what happens in the past? Why is that styrofoam? 28 minutes on the update. Einstein is his dog. Okay, do we kill the son of a gun? Why were we dreaming this stuff? So why is he trying to crack a time travel and this is a dangerous idea? It's fair. Time travel is dangerous. Just because if you time travel, you son of a gun, you'll destroy us all. Join
Dad,
us for historical
are we too
reasons.
late to stop
Should we
the
choose
sale?
nothing can be changed in the time
Better
travel?
late than never. You
my
wouldn't
God, we have
believe
scientists?
how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff. The city has no right
Now,
to.
son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition
garage?
Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
So you're telling me that was just a flashback?
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Adoptive,
I
sorry,
guess I'm
stepdad
just-
or a friend?
Remembering.
Okay, what happened to Doc? Einstein's bowl, fish tank, let's see, television. It's like items around the lab. Sure, Doc didn't leave anything dangerous lying around. Oh, I gotta look for something dangerous, okay. George, who's George?
Hey, Dad.
Oh, that's his dad. Doc's alive? What's Biff doing here?
What's Biff doing here? He wasn't a friend of Doc's.
It's a public sale, Marty. Everyone's allowed.
Oh, you're a
Even
salesman.
Biff.
Are you the mayor of the city or what? Who's running this?
Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You. Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale,
Like
I
Telltale
volunteered
games,
to
but-
oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's
Can I
stuff would
say
be treated with a
Merlin, all the
modicum of
matches are
respect.
since before
Isn't
they,
that right, Biff?
give you the ability
You got it,
to,
Mr. McFly.
stay frozen until they say something.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know
I
I
don't
don't
think
go into
Doc
that
is
mystical
alive,
stuff,
so he
but I
shouldn't
do
be
think
alive
they can
anyways.
reflect how you're feeling about the future.
So what happened to
What
dogs
did you
anyways?
dream?
Did he get erased from
Oh,
existence
just
because he sent his dog
weird
out, and because
stuff
he sent his dog
about
in into
Doc.
the past or
Well,
the
that's
future,
understandable, don't you
he
think?
ceased to exist?
I guess, but I feel like it was telling me something. I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
So Doc is missing. Okay. The amplifier. Why do we make it such a big amplifier? The city, jukebox, scientific equipment. I guess why Biff is here.
Hey, Biff.
Who's
Oh,
Biff?
hi, Marty.
Oh, are you the neighbor? What you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Well, I was as bummed as anybody to hear that the old
Doc
nutcase
probably
is
is
dead.
dead.
But I'm not above picking through the remains. You know what they say. Don't look a gift horse in the butt.
I'm looking for something, in particular.
Yeah? Something valuable?
If you look at
Never mind. Doc built this model of downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks
What?
just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Can I see that model courthouse for just a second? I need to get something out of it.
Like what? A not guilty verdict? That was a joke.
Oh, ha. But really, can I?
Nah, I think I'll hold on to it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, looky what we have here.
Is he the school bully?
Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something.
Okay, worth anything. If you need help, press Y to hit demands. Oh, God. Congratulations.
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything.
Hell, I need that thing back.
I'll probably never know what this is for.
I was wondering about that thing.
Feels
Mind
like that
reading
was a
helmet?
lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was.
Wait, it's a mind reading helmet? Seriously, jukebox?
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
You dropped it. Darn it!
Hey, Biff.
I'll buy the
I'll
notebook.
pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Darn it!
Never mind.
Okay, how do I get it out of his hands? Model.
Doc must have whipped up some crazy compounds in that cauldron. It smells like beef stew.
Enough of that junk.
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
I think I got an idea.
Hey, Dad.
I can fight my own fights, Dad. The hell
I'll
is that
keep
gonna
looking
do?
around. Thanks, Dad.
Amplifier, television. What else we got? Door. Am I have to ask him? Cause I'm looking around. Marty's guitar?
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Let's
Let's make some noise.
This is a distraction. Oh, this is gonna blow! Okay, let's see. This is dangerous. Artist guitar, a picture of George McFly? What did he look like before?
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
Why do he have such a big one? Do I trade it in? Let me talk to Biff. Who's Biff anyways?
Hey, Biff.
A jock? Can I give him my,
Never mind.
Put it back in. Give it to him?
Nah.
Won't work at him, seriously? Fine, we'll just have to blow it up myself. Blow it up!
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Goodbye!
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Oh, here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks.
Okay, got out. Book is out.
Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
Oh, God damn it, how do I get it out?
Hey, Dad. About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way, but you know where to find me.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks,
How
Dad.
do I get Biff to give me my stuff back?
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Why am I smiling? Oh my God, why do I always have to go to this side?
Hey, Dad. I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Who's Biff?
I wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him.
I don't care. How do I get out of here?
Seems kind of empty without the courthouse.
Wait, I got one.
Hey, Biff. Never mind.
How about the ball?
I miss Einstein.
Curse you, Telltale Games! Early Telltale Games!
Now that is a dangerous amp. And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, butthead.
Thank you! You get the hell out of here. Explode!
Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
Hey, you can get knocked out.
Whoa!
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Shit, the only word we can say. Got the book back. Okay, it took me a few tries, but apparently
Doc,
the jukebox doesn't
Where
work.
are you?
What happened? Waits a car outside. Puzzles are very simple. I'm sorry, the car got fried? Yeah, I actually have a question! If Doc doesn't exist, then how the heck does everybody know who Doc is? I don't get it. I sure exist! This place shouldn't exist! Why does a time travel machine hurt?
Einstein!
Are you old?
Where'd you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
No. Was Doc shit time traveled? It doesn't make any sense. I guess I should time travel back to where we were. Handheld recorder, what's in it?
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always the possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whenever it is I'm stuck in time. When you
What?
get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's
Doc, that
it?
doesn't make any
Aren't you gonna
sense.
tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked last
Doc,
time.
that doesn't make any sense. You teleported
Right,
out
right.
of
Last time
nowhere.
departed. Last time departed.
How did you teleport it
jeez.
into another timeline?
Come on, come on.
You should not existed.
Crap!
And your
Oh,
dog
great.
went missing.
How am I supposed
How?
to find him now? Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
I had the same shoe. Time circuit switch. I got time circuit switch. Time. Let me see that stupid shoe. A high-heeled shoe and DeLorean. Something smells fishy here. That's the hint. Can I read the shoe? Examine
This
the
time
item.
traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc. This time traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc. Looks like the time circuit still working. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc.
Let me guess. Put the shoe in the switch.
I don't think so. Maybe not. Not sure what that...
How do I look at the shoe? Follow the trail to Mark Dock.
Not sure what that...
Fuck the shoe. Drop it!
Not sure what that... This time traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty?
Ah!
Marty?
Ah!
Marty?
Ah!
Marty?
Ah! This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff. I keep this picture of my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers can grow up to be pretty cool guys.
See the mayor of the city or what?
After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight. After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight. After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
How do I get rid of this thing from my item box? A high heel shoe in the... How do I just,
This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc. Not sure what that... Not sure what that... I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
what am I looking for?
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for
Jackass,
Doc.
how do you look at the shoe? Or I could have exited out of the car this whole time. I'm an idiot. If you're... The shoe.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Where are you going? Why am I driving on a skateboard like this? What time is it? Oh my god, 30 minutes left until the update is
Okay,
done.
now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Is this a recreation of the movie?
I guess there's time for a quick game.
What?
Okay, now I'm ready.
What? That was just a joke, come on! Stop looking around, you idiot. Liquor store?
I see you sneaking into that liquor store, young
Who are
man!
you? Who are you?
A1 Liquor. I like the new bars Mr. Figgins put on the windows. Very secure.
I've checked everything. There's nothing. I've talked to the damn dog to get some information. How the heck do you get teleported? That doesn't make any sense.
Step away from the door!
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
I have a
Can you
shoe.
let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
Mr. Shoe.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
You know the shoe! What is it? It's your shoe from the past, isn't it? What? This is your shoe? That doesn't make any sense!
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
That doesn't make any sense! You're telling me to find out about the year! What? How's this shoe so in good condition? Oh, right.
Well, took you long enough.
You have a rotating chair.
There's a
How
lot
you
of
doing?
stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a
I get it.
fact.
They're
Look it
thieves,
up.
they're rabble-rousers, and they're a bunch of stupid kids. I get it. Can we get the point?
Have a seat, Sonny.
Motherfucker, can I just understand what time it was the shoe was stolen? When did your shoe get stolen?
Hey, you kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Are kids smoking this age? What year is this?
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized.
Oh, you're a hoarder!
I'm not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Jam? I don't get jam on my fingers. Cat bowl.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Miss Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles
Yeah, I'm
her
getting
food.
used to the faces. Binoculars, Eden. Newspapers, can't touch those. Cat bowls, candy. Radiator. Pictures, pictures.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Huh? Is she the principal? Cat trophies. What do you have, cat trophies? Door to the street. Kitchen door.
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
Binoculars.
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree! Yes?
When did you
Remember
lose?
when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But...
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man.
What?
Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the
liquor,
past,
please.
young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down
What?
there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Where was the... I mean, what's with all the newspapers?
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got
Makes sense.
every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
But Sam, if you
every
don't preserve
single
it
issue.
well, you're not gonna
From
protect it yourself.
1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
I I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself.
What?
I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
What? I must have one!
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground! I told you not to touch those!
Different pockets.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. Then don't touch anything.
There she go away. Ah! Go, 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 where is it?
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture.
Where is it?
Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded.
Keep it like at the road.
Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year.
Keep looking through!
Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall. Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development.
Oh,
I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Cat trophies.
Stop looking at me.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
One shit of her!
Excuse me, Miss Strickland? I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Where was
The
it?
video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Lieutenant! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Nothing may happen.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
Okay, what am I gonna do to find that stinking piece of paper? Cat's bowl, cat trophies, what else is there? Maybe the shoes.
Strickland lost that shoe the day the speakeasy burned down.
I know.
Who's that?
That's not helping. Can't leave. Oh my god, I gotta go running. Charlie here again.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Clint Eastwood plunges to death on runaway train.
What?
I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. October 28th, 1985. Authorities still mystified by mall shootout. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. Not sure what that...
Anna lost her shoe during the age of the Prohibition when illegal drinking established burned down. What went up in its place? Wait, what?
Not sure what that... Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Fuck off.
Go ahead, dear.
Thanks for the hint, you son of a bitch. I wish I didn't get a hint.
Rebuilt in February 1932.
Oh, well,
Fire
damn,
must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Son of a gun. This ain't gonna happen.
Miss Strickland? Don't let me keep you from your business.
Not helping. Turn it back on, we're going for the year.
There's
Is there
the
so much rain in
whistle.
the book?
Surely the water's boiling by now.
No, you're just ugly.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Pulled by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Fine, I already got what I needed.
Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
I think I can hear you. I think I can hear you. The hell? Am I wearing clothes from the 80s?
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
Can I say nothing?
Didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck!
Oh, sorry, friend. I gotta check my update.
Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope
So I'm
so.
not going to the
Hey,
Prohibition.
sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
Literally, I'm going time traveling.
You ready to go, Einstein?
I have to take Einstein with me? Really? Whatever.
I've got to turn on the time circuits first.
Time circuits
Time
first.
circuits, on. Flux capacitor, fluxy.
Okay.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Day before? Wait, where are we gonna hide the car? How about you can't see this car because it's a futuristic car? How old is this car anyways? Can I even drive? Come on, can we open this app? How fast do I have to go? Come on, what is this, the DeLorean or the TARDIS? Well, tartar sauce. Or is this Night Rider's run? Did I get in the wrong era? How did I get out of the way? There's a shootout! Don't ask. Oh, no, let them! He damaged the car. Where can I hide it? Great. Somebody saw the car. Hopefully they think he's crazy. Hopefully he wasn't an important person who's gonna go crazy. Is this where I'm gonna have my car? Are these even the right clothes for this timeline? Is this even the year his mother is in here? I don't know. Is this a retelling for the game or is it its own story?
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Where did the movie took place? Old time stuff. Oh boy, hating this appropriation era, meaning the Great Depression. Am I stupid? Why don't we shine shoes anymore? Shoe shining still a thing? Is my money still legible?
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
What?
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been
Oh my
unable
God,
to
this
do
is the
for
old
10 long
lady.
years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
I just realized who she is. There's been something short of a supporter. I'm a supporter. There's been some sort of mistake. I know him.
Doc get himself into...
Doc?
Doc is his nickname. I'm good friends with Carl.
You are? Really? Oh, but I need an unbiased opinion for my story. Pretend you don't know him. How would you feel about his heroic act of destruction?
Well, I'm not so big on bomb blasts.
Yes, but this bomb blasted a speakeasy, the very symbol of lawlessness and corruption. You're all for cleaning up the town, aren't
A
you?
bootlegger
You
joint.
have a message for the vicious
A factory.
gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of
Oh,
booze,
lady, are you
sin, and
crazy?
debauchery.
Can you shut up? Where can I find him? Where can I find him?
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see. Because you want to blast it to smithereens, just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Sonny Crocker, Harry Cullen, Michael Chlorine, Sonny Crockett.
Sonny Crockett.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Crockett. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet. I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is
He
this
took a
wretched
shoe.
creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Look up.
Doc.
What am
Doc.
Where? Where I look up? There's no internet in this era. Heck, there's no internet in this era either. The internet hasn't been invented yet. Second of all, Look that up! The library! Those places are going extinct! That's my job. There's an inn. Shark the movie? What am I looking for? So let me guess, he fought her already. I get it. Did he stole her shoe already? Barber shop. Not hiring stationers. Is there a sheriff's place? Law office sign, bank.
Hello?
No solicitors!
Fuck. That's not gonna help me. I'm gonna try to like this game as like a puzzle game and not like any of the newer Telltale games. Yeah, maybe because there's no use in investigating. Never watched the movie, but I know this has to do with a movie. So does this place take place in another timeline?
If this newspaper's right, I should be able to find Doc in jail. But where was the jail in 1931?
Are you fucking kidding me? Courthouse?
According to the newspaper, Doc's not in the courthouse. He's in jail.
Can't go there, can't go there. Maybe Einstein can tell me where he is. Grab it. Give it to him. Yo, Eddie, do you know where he
Don't
is?
think Doc would appreciate me whacking his dog in the nose.
What? Can I talk to that citizen? Maybe the soup kitchen knows? I can't enter here. We're in the Depression era, crap.
Fly!
Biff?
Kid!
Best
Grandpa?
father?
That's Mr. Tannin to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you?
Wait, what? Don't tell me you owe protection money to him.
No,
Also, I
of
wouldn't
course
get money
not,
in the
kid.
Prohibition era during the
All
Great
right.
Depression.
That's better. What are you
Are
looking
soup
at,
kitchens
punk?
open?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well?
Well, what?
Well, what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
So that's his
Do
dad?
that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear.
He works
if
for
even one of you mooks
gangsters?
could add 2 + 2 without your
Wow,
fingers, I'd dump
I
that
think
window
he's a
to the lake.
douche.
Hey, anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Is he being forced? Wait, what? What shop? Moron.
Okay. Hey, never mind.
What can I use?
I'm sure Doc wouldn't want me waving tomorrow's newspaper in front of the natives.
Are you kidding me? What can I find in this dump? Let's see here. pipe. Reserved. A guy. Paper.
I'm sure Doc wouldn't want me waving tomorrow's newspaper in front of the natives.
Can we just ask questions? Fine, I'll just ask this guy questions.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
What? Are you crazy?
Maybe I should go to the jail and talk to Doc before I start dialing random people in 1931.
Are you kidding me?
There's no way I'm going to keep that door open without some help.
What? Cue ball. Counter table? Can I go through it?
The kitchen's for management only.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? What is
these pipes go into the basement.
Should people start this decade? Yeah, the rules get changed already. Places used to lit. I didn't check the pipes. Everywhere else can I go? Bank.
How can I help you, sir?
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
What? We didn't bring any money, you son of a gun. What can I do? Question? Yeah, hello,
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out.
Alright.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like? A hunting lodge?
Heck, it's moose. Oh, hair gel.
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients. Wow, looks like they used a real shark.
What? What are you talking about? You watched Jaws! Also, Prohibition didn't have Jaws. Looks like the soup place is the only place I can go to. Also, I already knew that was an old lady. Why? Because there's only one newspaper woman. What can I do? Why is it updating taking forever? Got your telltale games, I can't walk straight. Yeah, the soup kitchen is the only place I can go to. What's so strange about these pipes?
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Basement? I don't know, but even though he has a gun.
Kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa! Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
Cuba, can we talk?
Okay. Hey, never mind.
I don't get it. What's so hard about the soup? Kitchen door.
What are those tables for?
We keep a few extra tables around for our end-of-the-month hobo soirees.
What?
Lazy hands make a man poor, but diligent hands bring wealth. Maybe that's my problem. Lazy hands.
Verses from the Bible? Doesn't make any sense.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Why? I don't get what I'm supposed to do here. Counter tap. the pipes lead outside? Bon Jovi. Maybe you can go up. Where does that lead to? Oh, son of a gun! Oh, Hill Valley. I thought it meant for HIV.
Doc!
Marty!
Where are you?
What are you doing here?
You sent for
What are
me,
you
Doc.
doing here? How did you get stuck
I
here?
did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
What?
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a
The
plan.
hooligan joint.
Plan. Right. But what?
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
What are you talking about? Suck it to the gate. Oh, that's not gonna help. If I tell the authorities you're gonna get gunned down, then it's gonna help us if they know the future.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be...
Oh my God.
That's it!
What's it?
What?
Rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet.
What?
I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great. I'll run back to your lab.
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
This is a good idea. What about space?
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
I don't get it.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen.
My
Got it.
God.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
Thanks a lot, scumbag. Where's the link? Doc,
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried.
Doc, I gotta go
Once
do
you and
something.
my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Doc, how did you get time travel out of existence when you shot in the chest? Get this. Time travel doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Don't get it. Okay, call the cell phone. I need to talk to Marty. Now, where's Morty and Rick? Gotta call Rick and Morty.
Brown residence.
Hi. Do you know where I can find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse.
He's rich!
I say he's calling.
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Gosh, should I go talk to Doc or should I just go to the damn courthouse? I'll just go to the damn courthouse. Don't need to bother and talking to him. Leslie, you won't tell me what he looks like. How do I walk? How do I walk? How do I walk? Ah, no! I don't know how to walk on the stupid timeline. Why don't I have a run button? Why didn't he give him until, was that episode 2 of The Walking Dead or Games of Thrones? No, it was Minecraft. It was Minecraft during the time. At least these areas were smaller. I'm surprised this game has open world rooms. And again, the other one had that one too, I think. I don't know. Walking Dead was like the best game ever. Doc!
Don't touch those! These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown?
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm, Sonny Crockett.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, h2 of a multiplied by the inversion of h has to come out less than expectation value of a, right? What am I missing?
Maybe it's Emmett Brown?
h to the a multiplied by the inverse of a might well be equal to a's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Oh, let's start over.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
What are you? It's on your rocket drill.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Can we just start over?
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I gotta go in nasty. How am I supposed to get in? You're back!
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
I'm a scientist.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
What are you doing?
Come on, you can trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
A book.
Nah.
Won't work. Marty. Wait, your journal.
Doc's notebook doesn't belong to him. Okay, actually, it does belong to him, but not yet. In any event, it's probably a really bad idea to give him a book full of all the things he hasn't invented yet.
Oh, God damn it. Just go ask Brown for information how to get him to... what can I do? Up. Up! Up! Okay, I gotta check something out. I have no idea why the heck the thing takes so long to update.
After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
Oh my god, put it away.
Psst, Doc.
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
Bucket Tannen? Found your notebook?
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
When? How can I get Teen
What do
Doc
I do to
trust
convince
me?
Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
What?
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
Expo?
Yes, the Expo. How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Why don't you just get trapped here, you idiot? Why didn't I go back in time to go get you? What is he talking about? Hey, sense, Doc! Clearly I'll still come here! Why can't I just help you get out of here?
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
What are you doing? I've got something important for you to do. Fuck off.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party of the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Crockett, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Okay, the thing's moving.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it. One-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of A, right?
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
I dare you, Pussy. He's scared.
About your...
Don't say it.
Fucking Emmett.
It's gonna be the inverse.
I don't need to go in there anymore.
I'm not gonna fucking go. What can I use?
Marty?
Ah!
Not for crying out loud, he screams like a moron. My balls are good. Maybe you can attack him with the dog.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Oh my god!
Expectation value, but only... Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Nothing.
Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I gotta talk about this junk. Is it cheating to have any sense? Probably not. Oh, not really. It's not really cheating. Since it's in the game!
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
What is it?
Grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy.
Not great, he's
Simon's
supposing.
conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional
That doesn't make
membrane.
any sense, you idiot.
So...
It'll be fine.
Whatever. It's gonna take me a while for my game to update. Okay, so if I give him the answer to whatever job it is, it's,
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
oh fucking hell. I'm from the planet Vulcan, I'm from the future, I read a lot of Jules Verne.
It's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office! I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
I need your rocket drill.
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation of the business affairs of Kid Tannen.
Can we not use gasoline?
Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Who's Kid Tannen? I don't know who's Kid Tannen. I'll just go ask him myself. Why is Etna here? Fuck's sakes, I can't walk. This is ridiculously hard to walk.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here! How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you Mr. Spy.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Could I buy Arthur's
Can I
hat
buy
off
that?
you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut bowl.
Never mind. I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy's soup kitchen.
You don't seem like a soup kitchen guy.
Isn't a soup kitchen an odd line of business for a guy like you?
I like soup. Plus, I got a heart as big as all outdoors.
I
but a
get
little
it.
hard. I want to see
Alcohol's
myself in
under
the
your,
toes.
racket system under the soup kitchen in the poor, but so about the hat.
So one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
Oh, good lord.
Never mind.
Never mind.
About Arthur McFly.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So, one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
Fuck off. I'm getting
Never mind.
How's
that? Shiny enough?
Yeah, that'll do. Stay nearby, though. I scuff easy. Wait a minute. Didn't I see you at the jailhouse, John, with that Carl Sagan rat? I hope you weren't planning on trying to spring him, because I got other plans.
Makes no sense. Speakeasies. Why is it called speakeasy? What am I looking for? Bank, law office. Let me check the law office.
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
It doesn't look like it can walk.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Crockett. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What about your other stories? I'm sorry, about Einstein.
What's the scoop?
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the
It's simple.
SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members.
Oh.
And not to say that I was ever...
It's an abuse of life. I know alcohol does do that,
cellar
but...
of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. But for some
I don't know
reason,
why,
the new managers don't
cause,
want us
people
down there,
think,
so we're stuck.
Why,
We've got
making,
nowhere to meet.
Prohibition bad.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
You could meet in the Speakeasy, the one that got bombed last Wednesday.
Now, wouldn't that be poetic irony? But I'm not sure the building is structurally safe.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
What?
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
Oh, talk to Doc, damn it. I can't make money for giving it back to the dang, I don't know.
Doc!
The reason.
Marty! How goes the escape plan?
Horrible!
Your younger self needs 190 proof booze to fuel his rocket drill.
Oh, that could be a problem.
I know, we're both underage.
Underage, nothing. It's 1931 and alcohol's been outlawed throughout the country. Are you sure you're about to graduate from high school?
I'm kidding, Doc. It was a joke.
A joke? If I live to be 100, and I almost have, I'll never understand the teenage compunction to make a joke out of everything.
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna? We never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen
Not
her
really,
when the hippies started showing up in the 60s.
sorrow and
She just about
misgivings.
lost her mind.
Bad news is that too
would
much
explain a
kind of
lot.
destroys, also messes with your emotions too. Can numb the pain, but it's also a fire, so yeah. What are you doing in jail? Oh, where have you been?
Hang in there, Doc.
Shut off.
Not the best choice
Yeah,
of
I'll
words,
think.
Marty.
Maybe the damn kitchen. I wish there was a bar.
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Booze.
Soup? Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right.
How dangerous.
Special.
Oh, there's the booze.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Can I get through?
Hey, where do you think you're going?
The kitchen?
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Dang it! He's still showing off that stun revolver! Are there any fight scenes? Yeah, it's probably more puzzle. Bowl of grummy soup. Well, taking a break, guys. See ya. Jonas vixen out. Peace, my brother does. And, like and subscribe, whatever. Think this stupid update is gonna take forever. So, yeah. See ya. Are you kidding me? Save and load? How do I save and load? Okay, see you guys. Bang.